Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Creators Call Shop here on YouTube. My name is Marcy. Today we're going to be dissecting some butterflies. Yes indeed, I know, seems crazy and cruel and just weird, but we're going to be dissecting some butterflies because for our Hope Journal we're having to make a lot of our own embellishments and things, and I saw these the other day at Hobby Lobby and I thought, good gravy, I can make that. So we're going to figure out how to do that. Okay? All right. Grab your snack, get your chair, get your drink, get comfy, get ready, and we'll be right back here in just a second. Okay, we're back, ready to rock and roll. Let me start by saying I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. So this is going to be an adventure for all of us. I do know these were made out of paper, so I got some paper. I see that it has this really fine wire, and for some reason I have this sitting in my stash and I have absolutely no idea why. I have no idea where it came from. I don't know how long I've had it. A really long time, I think. So we're going to use that. I have my snips. These were my dad's. My dad worked for the phone company, and I have these amazing little scissors called snips. And these have been in my sewing box forever, but I have different sewing scissors I use now, and they're really good for cutting wire. So we're going to use those. And then I assume that we're going to use a punch, and I'm assuming it's going to be a circle punch. So I've got my 2.5-inch circle and my 2-inch circle, and they have the scalloped edge, as you can see. Then I'm using scraps. Some of them are actually in this designer pad, and this is called Delilah. I got this at Walmart a while ago, 2-3 years ago, and I know that they have changed it up what the front looks like, but I don't know if they still have this particular design or paper pad. These are only one-sided, so there's a couple in here that I would not use for anything else. And then this one came out of a different paper pad, also by Color Book, however you, I think that's supposed to be Color Book, I don't know. And I believe the title of this paper pad is Modern Millinery, and they're at Walmart. And the prices have changed since I bought these, so anyway. But they're easy to find. They're in the paper crafting section, and they have all kinds of really cute papers, different prices. So if you want the ones that are two-sided, they're a little bit more. These are one-sided because I figure I don't need two-sided for butterflies, right? Okay, the timer's going, so let's get down to business. Okay, so I saw these at Hobby Lobby the other day as I was there just wasting time. Why did I go? I don't remember. But anyway, first thing I'm going to do is peel off the pop dots just for purposes of dissection. I am not wearing my latex gloves. I know, very unscientific. We're going to start by untwisting this wire. Lord willing. Hopefully Marcy can see what she's doing. So, I mean, my guess is it's just like a circle or something, and they twisted wire around it. They accordion folded, twisted wire, and I don't know. If I can get the wire off, we'll know. We're only seconds away from finding out. However, wow, this is really tough wire. This is a lot stronger than my little florist wire over here. And I hope I'm not shaking the table. I'm resting my elbows, which is fine for crafting, but not for dinner time. Okay, here we go. Huh. It's a circle and a square. Oh, come on, guys. All right, so they accordion folded it. Why did they do two shapes? That's the question of the day. Don't you think we could do this with just circles? I guess because their butterfly has these pointy shapes, round on the top and square on the bottom. It's more pointed. Oh, I'm upside down. Pointed on the top and more round on the bottoms. I guess that's why they did that. I don't know why there are holes in the middle. I don't know if that happened when they scrunched it up. I'm telling you guys, we can do this. I have not seen this done anywhere, but it seems pretty elemental to me. Elementary. Okay, so there's holes because I'm guessing they notched it after they folded. I think that's what that is. Of course, they're using machines to make theirs. Okay, so that's what the two wings are going to look like. I'm going to say that ours are going to look the same because I think what I'm going to do is double fold. Let's put those up there. You're a brand new scrap. I don't know if I want to use you or not. If I do, I'm going to use this one. Let's practice on one that's already been done. Okay, so what I think will work is if I fold this in half. And I also think, where are you, dissected butterfly? The smaller circle, yep. So that's roughly, well, this is smaller than the 2-inch. Mine is a 2-inch with the scallop. So we're just gonna go with the 2 inches. Go. And I think that if I fold it, let's see, I'm gonna fold it so that we have at least 2 inches to punch out. No science here, people, just all guesstimation. Science is also an art, and sometimes art is scientific, right? Okay, so what I'm gonna do, see, here's my fold line. Can you see? Okay, making sure I'm in frame. I'm going to punch it so there's a little bit of the fold left. I like this paper, this is a good choice. And then you can kind of see there's a little gap here. See that? Because I don't want to punch all the way through. I want these still connected like they are on here. So maybe even a little bit less. More gap, a little bit less to the circle. And here we go. We're going to commit. Okay. Hurrah! I like the scallop. I think it'll make the wings look really pretty. Okay. So now we're just going to fold a bunch of times. Maybe I should go like outside, from the inside to the outside. Okay, here we go. I don't think I've ever done anything quite like this. I don't think I've done any crafts that make butterflies. I mean, I guess the closest thing would be to making snowflakes, and this is not even like making snowflakes. So, and I don't do origami. Maybe there's an origami thing out there that makes butterflies. Okay, I think we want to end with this one going up, this last little piece, so that the color shows. Okay, so that worked on that side. And I am folding these, the width approximately, I don't know, how much of a fold is that? 1/4 of an inch maybe? So I don't know how many centimeters that is. I really need to get on it and learn metric, because it would be useful for describing, you know, when I'm giving instructions. The best advice I've heard is not to try to compare it to inches. Just, it's its own thing, so think of it as its own thing. And I thought, okay, wish they'd told me that back in school way back. There was some talk back in the 70s of maybe doing it, but then the education system never really committed. So we're all, unless you're in science or something. Okay, so we've got this accordion folded double circle shape, right? Now, you got to get those little notches in there, and I think the only purpose for the notch is so the wire doesn't slip out. Very handy to have these snips. long time ago when I was pregnant with my first child and working full-time, I thought it'd be a real good idea to go get a Christmas job and wrap Christmas gifts because it sounded like fun. And it was also going to be my last opportunity for many, many years to do such a thing. So when we folded the ribbon to make the pretty bows, we notched it just like this. So I'm trying to get an idea of where the center is. I don't know if I can actually, it would be helpful if I want an even-sided butterfly, and I think it's like right there. And did I bring a pencil over? No, I didn't. So I'm going to put a little crease with my thumbnail. And we're going to hope that Marcy doesn't like cut her fingers off or something. But we would notch it very carefully just with a tiny little bee. So that's what I'm doing. We would notch the ribbon, you know, to make the fancy bows. So that's what I'm doing here. Employing those skills I learned as a Christmas wrapper at JCPenney. You know, all those little experiences add up. Oops. I'm trying to get all those little pieces out of there. I'm currently looking over the top of my glasses like a granny so I can see what I'm doing. Why is it I have glasses if I can't see what I'm doing? What the heck? Okay, all right, there's that. Okay, I need a clamp, which I don't have, so we're gonna use a paper clip. I just wanna hold it in place for a minute so it doesn't spring apart on me. And then we're gonna measure our wire and see how long you are, give or take. You're at least, I would say, 2.5 to maybe 2 3/4 inches. So that's what we're gonna do. Maybe this is too fiddly, I don't know. But I have these as backup. These are in the wrong color scheme, so what I thought I could do was make some in the right color scheme. Since they weren't obliging me at Hobby Lobby to have yellow or green butterflies. Now I do have stickers and stuff we can use in this journal and incorporate some more butterfly themes, but you know how it is when you get an idea in your head and then you can't seem to find anything that matches that idea? A long time ago, when my oldest child turned 7, she wanted a unicorn birthday party, and I, not being really smart about what we were gonna do, I was like, okay, let's do a unicorn birthday. That sounds fun. Okay, all I did was I twisted it, and I twisted it up like these are, okay? My little butterfly is a little more delicate. And then I'm gonna trim off the extra bit with my snips. Anyway, so she wanted this unicorn party. I'm like, that's great, great idea, honey. Only, oh, okay, we want this towards one end, not up through the top. Okay, towards one end of our butterfly. Only problem being was that there was nothing unicorny out there. No napkins, no wrapping paper. So this was was it like 2001? She would have been 7, right? Okay, yeah, so 2001. So here's me. We only had a few friends, so it was easy to kind of recreate. So I bought a unicorn rubber stamp. Okay, this would have worked if I hadn't ripped the paper right there. I wonder if I can fix that underneath somehow so it doesn't, maybe. Anyway, it's a prototype, but look at, okay. Hey, we kind of did it. We did it, folks. We did it. So how does mine compare to theirs? Mine's a little lopsided. That's how mine compares. I wonder if I could cut those notches before I accordion fold. Let's try it. We have time. Let's try it. Okay, anyway, yeah, so I couldn't find anything unicorn themed, of course, because instead of going to the store and saying, pick from what's here, I was like, sure, let's do it that way. You know what? Okay, I already think I know the answer to my question, and the answer to my question is no, you can't notch it without folding it because all the edges aren't exposed. All right. I'm gonna kind of do some pre-folds, so maybe they're even. I don't know. There's gotta be a real good way to streamline this process, right? Okay, I'm making bigger folds too. Wider folds. Okay, so now Well, that kind of helped to do that. So these folds are now a little bit, these are like probably a true 1/4 of an inch from crease to crease. So one side will accordion up, the other one I'm just going to reverse which way those folds went, but that helped because now my folds are uniform and they're a little bit wider. Here, you got to fold out and you have to fold out. Okay. Anyway, so my point was that there was nothing unicorn and I had to make everything myself. That's how I made little tree bags, and we did some paper placemats, and I got some white craft paper and just stamped it up with the unicorn stamp, and we did our own version of a pink unicorn party. And then like 2 years later, the industry caught up with our brilliant idea. Okay, see, this one seems to be, this one's easier to measure the middle too. Anyhow, there's unicorn stuff everywhere out there now, but not when we were trying to plan our birthday party. That's for sure. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Too much notch. I'd like to be able to just like wiggle my scissors and get it to do that, but I don't think it's gonna. You know, just wiggle the edge of my scissors and create kind of a little cavity there. Okay. I think the 2 3/4 inch was good. I wonder though if I double fold this, because it was so thin it cut through the paper, and this is definitely thicker. Okay, if I did that, maybe did a little double fold thickness, so kind of like thread. I wonder if I could use thread. I could, except it wouldn't have little antennae. But I could tie it with thread maybe, and then... Oh, I see the problem with my plan. He'll have 4 antennae. That won't work. Sorry, fella. Single strand of wire it is. Okay, we're just playing. We have no idea what we're doing here. We're trying to make these butterflies for less. Granted, they were only $2.99, but still. They were not on sale, I don't think. Yeah, maybe they were. I don't think they were. I used my coupon, but I didn't use it on the butterflies. Maybe the butterflies were on sale, because they're in the Easter section with the Easter decor and the gift wrap. That's where I found them. In case you're wondering. Okay, keep twisting. Now, very gently unfolding the wings of our precious butterfly. Maybe now he'll, because I do not want to go by wider wire, and I won't. I will not do that. You do need to come over that way. There we go. How are we looking? How are we looking? Oh, okay, so for some reason I can't get my, my butterfly is lopsided. What am I doing wrong here? I'm not getting the wire in the middle somehow. So he's a little lopsided, but I would say maybe he looks better than the other one. At least he didn't rip. They're lopsided. It's just because somehow I'm not getting this exactly centered. And I mean, I suppose I could go back over here and just trim, but I like the scalloped edge. That would cut all the scallop off. Okay, okay. I wonder what would happen if I did a heart. Would a heart shape work? If I did my heart shape out? I don't know. How much time do we have? We have 11 minutes. Let me grab my heart shape. Okay, so this one's from Recollections. 2 3/8 inch, because why would we want to be like a regular size? So wouldn't we, oh, well, yeah, I mean, there's the butterfly shape right there. Look at that. And maybe if I just make this a little wider, this gap down the center. Let's see. See, it already looks more like a butterfly, doesn't it? Okay, so it works really nicely to kind of pre-fold these uniformly. All right. Look at us making butterflies on the fly really fast. We're so good. Okay, those are, I'm just gonna leave it like that. It's a little bit long over that edge. Can you tell what I'm doing there? Yeah. Now let's make sure we didn't lose focus. I've noticed that sometimes this likes to lose focus on me. Okay, so there's that. Now, oh, if I just, yeah, no. One of you still has to get refolded the opposite direction on the creases. Whoop. That's not gonna work. Because you have to be down on the outside. Yeah, okay. I guess just make sure you choose the right side. All right, well maybe now if I actually fold you in half, maybe we're onto something here, and just snip a little. See, I'm getting smarter. We're getting smarter. Except for that double antenna thing. Okay, so now, okay, that worked. Bigger folds, maybe a heart shape so that we get the nicer wing shape. And then just don't get enthusiastic with the wire and ripping. Okay, roughly 2 3/4 because I'll just trim the excess off. Fold him in half. Slide him on the butterfly. I feel it. I feel like this could be the one. I feel like this is where success is at. Now wait, which one do you want to do? Yeah. Okay. Okay, twisting our wire, or the butterfly, and holding the wire, whichever way works. Look at, you know, we could even like curl his little antennae around. I'm gonna have to fiddle with that, but you get the idea. I don't have anything to wrap it around right offhand. But we could curl his little antennae around. Oh my goodness, that is 10 times cuter. Okay, no offense. Not to sound like I'm bragging. Okay, but I still have to bend you up towards one side. So, okay, when I put the wire on, I need it to come off of one end. Okay. Come here, little butterfly. I think I did it. I did it that time. His body looks a little warped. It's got scoliosis of the butterfly spine. There we go. Okay, if I had these wrapped real nicely or curled, you know, that'd be cuter. But for all intents and purposes, we did it. We made ourselves a butterfly. So cute. Okay, now the question of the day is, will they even fit into my journal? Okay, please. There we go. His body needs to stay up above the flap of the paper. But will it actually make a good embellishment inside the journal? I guess that's another good question we could ask ourselves, couldn't we? I wonder what the answer will be. Is there anything? I'm thinking he'd be really cute like on a circle. And I don't have any cardstock. These are all papers. Oh, I know. Let's try. Remember the cardstock that I bought to go in here? So let's try a scallop circle. Is that too big? No. Oh, that works. Okay, so 2 3/8 inch heart and a 2 1/2 inch scallop circle. So back over there, say down here. And then these little guys had pop dots, but I bet glue. See, I knew I might need this. I brought, oh, tip popped off. I brought my art glitter glue over just in case. Just in case there was a need. Is that gonna, I feel like I should make sure it's not plugged here. Nope. I got ink or glue all over my pin. Okay, everybody clean up. It's exploding. Goodness. What are you doing? Stop. Pop my glue bubble. Okay. I'll put that in the little dish so I don't lose it. So let's see if there's a way to glue him to the circle. Him. I don't know why it's a him butterfly. Okay. I should spread your wings. Okay, I'm just gonna like spread him out a little bit. Spread out the wings a bit. See, I think I flattened them now. Uh-oh. Not my intention at all. Come on, buddy. Oh, he's not spread out very much. Do you see that? Huh. Okay, well, not quite how I thought that would go. Now see, these guys have their little pop dots on them. I don't even know how those pop dots are staying on there, really. Look at that. You see that? That's what we've got. We've got a little butterfly. I put him on the scallop just to give him some structure. And then that could be like a tuck on a page or an embellishment on a tag. It is kind of thick. So I don't know. I don't know if we'll end up using these or not. Just because I feel like it's gonna take up a lot of space. So these folds, while they were great for folding, are a little wide. So here's the first one I made. You might fit on there better. How much time do I have? 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Now seems like he's a little smaller, so I'll go with the smaller scallop. We're experimenting. That's how all the great ideas are born. Okay, so unfortunately, I mean, aside from the fact that he's crooked, these little flaps can just come down. Glue on you. This is where this nice fine tip on the bottle comes in handy. However, you know, you can look for fine tip glue applicator. I have some that I actually bought on Amazon a while ago, and I just have never put glue in them. But you can transfer any kind of glue into those, and I think the ones I bought literally were like $3 for 4 in a package or something. So you don't have to buy the fancy pants art glitter glue, and truthfully guys, I've been doing this back into paper crafting since 2015, and I just bought art glitter glue last fall for the first time. Okay, so let's, the art glitter glue grabs fast, which is a good thing, but also if you want to reposition, that's not so great. It gives you very little time to move, you better be sure. Okay, whoops, you need a little more glue. Okay. All right, everybody, cooperate with me. That needs a little more glue right there, but you get the idea. So that's not perfect by any means, but I think in terms of height, page height, how much room it takes up on the page or on the surface, see that? This one's just slightly less high than this one because I made wider folds. So I guess your folds would determine how thick the embellishment is. I don't know. Maybe this was a silly exercise, but I thought it was worth trying out because I want butterflies in my journal. So let's trim his antennae. There we go. I could always, I guess, unfold that and redo. Anyway, So that is our experiment with dissecting butterflies and trying to make new ones. Let me know in your comments what you think down below. Let me know what you think of this, or if you have any improvements on the process. I certainly could use them. That's all I'm trying to say. No genius here. But anyway, I thought it'd be fun to try. And sometimes when you see these embellishments, you look at them at the store and think, wow, I could make that. Now, the only reason I bought these to bring them home is because they were only $2.99, so I wasn't investing a lot if I could or couldn't make it. Sometimes you see them and they're like $7 for the package, and then I think, nope, and I take a picture, and then I come home, try to figure it out. But these were cheap enough that it was okay to try out. So yeah, I kind of like the smaller one. The heart shape made it easier to fold. The circle shape, I think, gives it a cuter shape. And I like it a little bit smaller, I think. All right, so we'll keep playing with that off camera. For now, I have one little quote for you to finish out our day. And because butterflies make me happy, because they speak to me of happiness and carefree and of hope, the quote says, "What do we live for if not to make the world less difficult for each other?" So we want to make each other happy. We want to bring hope to each other and just lighten each other's load as much as we can. What do we live for if not to make the world less difficult for each other? That quote comes to us from George Eliot. So that's today's lesson, folks. This concludes my demonstration. And until next time, I want you to be inspired and do something creative today. Catch you in the next video. Bye-bye.